just like to mention a few plants. We're doing a video about something else for the 4th of July, and I just noticed a lot of stuff is coming up everywhere. We just talked about a few roses and a few other plants. This is flower carpet white, and a lot of the white roses that seem to be more prone to disease than other colours, they get a bit of leaf blotch, sort of a I think it's a downy mildew. Needs a little bit of tidying up, but it's good. We have a sucker here. That is a really good plant for an open situation in a dry position. It's Elaeagnus Quicksilver, and it's suckered from the large Elaeagnus there. If you want something really silvery, it's one of the best silvery plants you can get. And here we have another flower carpet rose. This one is Sunset, and it had got mildew earlier on, and I left it alone, and it just grew out of the mildew, and it's flowering away. We have grown up through it Knautia. You should never have pinks with oranges. That's just self-seeded, as did this geranium. Wallichianum through the rose, and we go further on, and we have another carpet rose. This one is red velvet, and lots more flower buds to keep the production line of flowers going right through the season. Some nice blue. Isn't the blue good against the reddy orangey colours? Blue tones it down nicely. That's a catmint. I think it's called Walker's Low. One of my favourite plants, the golden Pheasant Berry, Lycisteria. Cotinus Grace, always amazing, amazing grace. And here we have a rose, a hybrid musk rose. I think it's Penelope, but the problem with the poor rose is this Geranium Rozanne has taken it over almost completely, went right through it. And we have Hydrangea Annabelle, and it's suckers. It's an American hydrangea, it's suckers. And what they need is dry conditions, because if they're dry, they're smaller, they're shorter, and they don't tend to flop. So nice, dry, tight conditions. And that's one plant. From here right the way over, every year it goes out further. And growing through it is a little geranium, well not a little, it's one of the biggest flower geraniums there is. Geranium psilostemon. I think it might be also called Hypericum, maybe, no, not Hypericum, that's a different one. But it's not a great combination. And beside it, you get a view sort of through it. It's Angel's fishing rods. And they are mostly self-sown seedlings. And I always had great trouble growing that plant, and the reason why is because I always put it in the wrong spot. What it needs is an open position, and it cannot be dry enough. Now we're lucky here, it's south facing, and pine trees and all the other plants suck all the water out, so it makes it dry. It needs once a year a little bit of tidy up. It probably could have got more. Just get rid of all the old stuff. Maybe an hour's work, half an hour's work. It's a bit of a nuisance, but you have to do it. And you know they're seedlings because they're all different. If we look closer, we'll see all the different colours. We have a pale one, we have a darker one. We I think have actually got a white one. And we finish off. This is our new area that we planted. It's with the dark elders, and they're coming on really strongly. We haven't finished planting around them yet. And we have another Hydrangea Annabelle, and in front we have Shasta daisy, which hasn't quite flowered yet. Just about to flower, just about to burst in the flower. Now, it likes the same situation. It's a tallish one, but it doesn't flop, because once again the reason it doesn't flop is because it's kept tight. And here's the seedlings. Here's a seedling. They're all self-sown seedlings again. And that's the good thing of when you become fairly okay at gardening. When you're weeding, you have to be able to spot which is not a weed and leave it alone. Okay, this is a weed here. That's sunspurt. This is not a weed. That's the Shasta daisy. There's the, well, we take it up, we don't need it. There's the Geranium psilostemon. And then we just fades on into all the other stuff. I'll just mention a few more plants. We have this Hypericum Hidcote. I know some people disparage it. They say it's a car park shrub because it's often used for around car parks. But it is a beautiful shrub on its own right. And we have just a perfect showing here. Lovely light pink Astrantia maxima. A dark pink rose. I think it's something Grootendorst. It's based on Rugosa rose. We have the very large clump of Geranium and Thomson, which will continue, as I keep saying, will continue flowering right through the whole season. You can see the strong heart, strong leafy heart with new growth, so it will continue to throw fresh growths out throughout the season because it's sterile, so it doesn't set seed. And beside it we have a very good Alstroemeria. And it's just a lovely combination. You would think I knew what I was doing when I planted it, but I didn't really, it just worked out. And this is the last piece we put in, something orange. But it's been a bit slow. It's a little orange helenium. I think it's called short and sassy. But you can see it's just a bit slow. And then we cooled it all down with the blue capping. And just to finish off, one last plant. If you have space, the big Aruncus. Get in here. That's the goat's beard. It's called, I don't know why it's called goat's beard, but maybe that's why. That's Aruncus dioecious, super plant. Very easy to grow, like a stilby, but will tolerate drier conditions. Okay, that's that.